Olive, why are the students striking in Kyambogo?
Well, they're saying that they want the university to waive surcharges immediately, and they want their marks to be uploaded, and they want paying of demotivated lecturers. You see, even lecturers, they want their lecturers to be paid, because before the students demonstrated, it was the lecturers.
So wait, so the students are striking on behalf of the lecturers?
You see, when the lecturers are not paid and they strike, the students are losing. They have already paid tuition. Okay. And you know the thing about university demonstrations is that even if lecturers don't teach for 2 weeks, the semester is not going to be pushed forward. You're still going to study in that timeline.
Well, for me, this is one of the better arguments for why you may want to decouple yourself from the formal institutional educational system. Now, during times we've had these conversations, obviously, we have had to ask ourselves, okay, what would we do for the more technical fields? Certainly things like medicine, being a doctor, being an engineer, architect. These aren't things you can just easily learn from the internet compared to everything else like business related or marketing because for me, I believe for subjects like that, you really don't even need to go to school. That's my view. But
you see, someone listening to you will say, and genuinely so, that you're saying that because you already have your degree.
A degree I've never used.
Well, you've never used it, but you still have it. When they call out Ugandans that have education or an education background, a substantial one, you come out front.
You know, because, well, but how is it helping me? I've never presented my accounting degree anywhere.
You made a choice not to use it, but you have it. If push ever comes to shove, who knows? Probably in the accounts of RX, you're using it. All I'm saying is that kind of you cannot tell people that it's no longer important to go to university to study.
But my point is, you have to look at the opportunity cost, and you might say, well, at least you have a degree. Fine. On any given rainy day, you might be able to pull it out. But imagine if the years I spent obtaining this degree, I had instead dedicated to other things. So why are we not thinking about other opportunities that were lost as a result of me being subject to this degree? What if I was made to teach myself or study a course that would have been more of an interest to me, would have been more relevant to what my passions were?
Because I could.
So I guess my point is, it's easy to say, well, in case things go bad, well, you have a degree. But why are we not asking ourselves, but guess what? The 3 years you spent in that classroom studying those subjects, you missed out on the potential to be, I don't know, the biggest name in this or that. I could have been so many other things, but I've ended up doing this.
What I'm saying is the main conversation should be on making sure that students study the things that they want to do or they are good at. Actually, it may not even be passion. What are you good at? Become so good at that. Because you can't say, I don't see the importance of a degree. Probably you'd never had a conversation with your parents when you're going to study accounting.
I had no choice.
Probably your dad decided you're going to India to study this. So the conversation should be around letting the children decide the course they're going to take after senior 6.
Well, I can appreciate
because sorry to cut you short, because even the things that you use on the internet, the tools you use to teach yourself, guess what? In most cases, you have someone at Google or wherever that went to maybe Stanford or Harvard or wherever, studied, came up with those tools, and now you're learning.
And we thank them for that.
So how about you study and become one of those people?
No, since they already did it for us, it's like saying, hey, become an engineer to learn how to manufacture a car because the guy who manufactured the car studied it. Look, he studied it, manufactured the car, so my job is to drive it.
But
so
the car keeps changing. That's why you have Tesla today, and you didn't have it 20 years ago.
My point is, let them come up with this stuff, but once it's been produced, once this body of knowledge is available and accessible, why must we labor through these hurdles that these educational institutions are putting forward? Because now look at these students of Kyambogo. Who knows for how much longer they're going to have to do these strikes. Their studies are being disrupted. And we don't even know if they're going to get a good quality education. So especially for those who are doing subjects that are not hard sciences, maybe they're doing arts type courses, business type courses, honestly, for me, I'd really be thinking about exploring alternative ways of studying this stuff, because all this is time wasted. And as you said, it's not like the university is going to refund you. Like all those lost years, you'll have to
a
pay
few weeks, sometimes a month, and probably they will have maybe a week or two of comprehensive studying, and then they will do the exams. But honestly, Fatboy, education, in as much as the educated, by the way, that's where the irony is. The educated say that education is not important, but at the end of the day, they turn around and then look down on people that actually are not educated. I'm not saying you're looking down.
Why
I'm not
saying
saying
it like
you're
that?
looking down on people, but hello, have you met your peers who think that because they have a degree, a master's degree or a postgraduate diploma, they are better than the next man? And obviously, you can study online, but most universities, do you know that there are workplaces where you can't even be hired because you didn't go to, let's say, Gayaza High School or a known Catholic school like
Those
Mount
are
St. Mary's Namagunga? That is their standard. They may not even hire you because you're not Catholic or you're not Anglican.
And those places are going to fail in the long run because they're denying themselves a pool of talent
That's true.
may not possess those credentials, or maybe would not have gone to those schools. So me personally, I don't really mind those things. I am more interested in a person's abilities as they can demonstrate it to me. That's what informs my hiring decisions. So that's that. Now, for the students of Kyambogo, well, I don't know if hopefully, as Olive said, this won't last that much longer, perhaps a week or two at most.
So the university's management has called them for a roundtable talk, and we will see what will come of that.
All right, we will see indeed. Keep listening to your number one station, RX Radio.